Hey guys, this is NTom,
And this is THD.
and welcome to the HellfireComms playthrough of Mega Man 2. This is the first Mega Man game I actually completed before considering running it for the channel. Much easier than Mega Man 1, I'd say, if just for the lack of the pits and, Gutsman's stage in general. But it has a few dickish moments, but overall I think I much prefer this one to the first game, and that's the playthrough in whole. Thanks for coming, bye-bye. But Helldragon, what do you think, mate?
I've never actually played Mega Man 2, but I always have heard that it's one of the most popular, most well-known Mega Man games, and a lot of references with Mega Man tend to reference this game in particular. I hear it's great. It's got a good selection. I love the intro here. The theme is classic. I love all the music in this game, so I'm just an enthused observer at this juncture.
Yeah, that's all you can do, really. Okay, difficulty level. Not sure if this was in the first game, not sure if it was in the Japanese version of Mega Man 2, but we're going to go with normal, because I'm a fucking pleb, really. You got your password system here, we're going to start from the beginning, and we have 8 Robot Masters this time, as opposed to 6 from the first game, and this would go on to be the standard for the Mega Man NES series. And we're going to kick things off here with Metal Man, because he can just be destroyed with the Mega Buster, it's all good.
Yeah, Metal Man's the classic starting robot for this lineup. They're all built by Dr. Wily this time. And, at this point I can still kind of believe, oh well, okay, he's got some resources left over from the first attempt. He'll make do with what we got. But, later on doesn't really establish how he's managing to get so much shit to make 8 more Robot Masters every time. And then after a while he starts running out of ideas. Like, here, at least, okay, Metal Man, Quick Man, he's super fast, Crash Man, he fires bombs. Okay, then later on it's like, Spring Man? Yeah, fuck it.
I like how Spring Man is the one Robot Master that comes up every time someone wants to put down the, uninspired designs of later games, but I digress. Lots of metal-themed, activities. I don't really want to say activities. Obstacles, there you go, that's the proper word. Lots of metal obstacles, and that was a very narrow miss there in this level. So, just take your time. You've got conveyor belts screwing with your movement, but it's all good. You can just hop along them like a little robot ditz.
I like back there when he said metal activities, because I'm sitting there going, it sounds like he's planning for a PTA meeting,
Uh-huh.
Other than that, I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but really the only experience I have with NES Mega Man is Mega Man 6, which doesn't get as much love as this game, but Mega Man 6 is honestly really good, and I guess this game looks fun. I don't know, I obviously don't have the patience to continue with just trying to play levels over and over these days. I just save scum and just say I beat it anyway.
Well, you don't have the patience to record much games nowadays. It's usually me doing all this work.
Well, I've got patience for other stuff. You only have a limited amount of willpower per day. It's proven, so I might as well use it on things I really do care about.
Other than the stuff in the background, like the gears and gizmos whirring and whatnot, not much to say about the level in general. In fact, we're actually at the boss right now, and another change from the first game. Boss corridors, no enemies, which I honestly prefer. Just a little bit of a cooldown period before you fight the boss.
Well, I guess I'll mention this a bit more in the next stage, but here's Metal Man again. You'll notice that, obviously, since Mega Man's a Smash, a lot of his weapons are derived from Mega Man 2 stuff. Crash Bomber, Metal Blade, I'm trying to remember what was that third one, Leaf Shield, things like that. Like, you could really tell who got the love here.
He's not a doctor, by the way, is Metal Man, despite what his appearance may lead you to believe.
I might as well bring this up now. I don't know if we brought this up last time. How familiar are you with Battle Network? And trust me, this has something to do with the Mega Man we're actually engaging right now.
I was gonna say, because you never really... if it's not JoJo, it's Battle Network, honestly.
I fucking love Battle Network. But they when they adapted these guys over, I think they adapted everybody except... No. Yeah, they did Bubble Man. I think they adapted all of the Mega Man 2 Robot Masters into net enemies, and most of them worked out well. Most of them. Bubble Man, of course, being our sole exception here.
Oh, Jesus, my fucking eyes!
Yeah, I'm actually, when I downloaded these clips off of, a service for us to do commentary on, I did it real fast. I got, standard quality 480p. So it looks like I'm watching it on an actual shitty 80s TV. I love it.
Oh, you're watching it 30 frames instead of glorious 60.
Well, I mean, does it really matter? It's a fucking NES game, come on.
True, true. Okay, one thing you're gonna have to look out for in this level, and I think they're coming up soon, is the spiked ceilings, and if you know Mega Man, you'll know that one hit from a spike will destroy him. You really think, like, Dr. Light would have fixed that design flaw at this point, but no, it just remains, and you put more powers on top of it, like some kind of crazy robotic pizza.
Yeah, this is where short hopping as Mega Man is good in Smash and in Mega Man 2.
Lots of aquatic-themed enemies here, as you'd expect. Some kind of Metroid-esque jellyfish. Here, don't jump too high, short hops, like Helldragon said.
Also, if you had Flame Sword, this part would go great, but you don't, unfortunately.
What Robot Master do you get Flame Sword from?
You get him from Sword Band in Mega Man 8, so that's not going to be for quite a while.
That's one of the Super Nintendo Mega Mans, right?
No, it was on PlayStation and Sega Saturn, actually.
Interesting.
So I'll just sit here and let you shoot in my mouth. That sounds like a good idea.
Yum, yum, yum.
So obviously I realize, you know, Dr. Wily has to build all the enemies too. I think that's why he was really glad to have Junkman in Mega Man 7, because he's used to working with junk. Fuck, the robot's almost done. I just have to turn him on, basically.
Yeah, just flip it on and off. Boom. Robot complete. Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da.
I mean, he's got to make all the enemies, you know, and he has to design 8 incredible worlds. Well, does he design or does the Robot Master design them?
That's a good point. No, he just found these things, like, sitting out in the open. I think the Archie comics, like, describe Woodman's stage as Titanium Park or something.
Yeah, the actual story, of course, is that they're taking over real locations to kind of serve as their base, so to speak. I just think it'd be funny if Bubble Man sat down and decided to design a stage.
This guy looks doofy as fuck, and we're gonna kill him in an appropriate manner with, like, saw blades and the like. Let's see if I can perfect this sucker.
Now, are you gonna do every Robot Master with their weakness, or are you gonna use Metal Blade like everyone does in this game?
There will be a lot of Metal Blade usage, not on every single Robot Master, no.
They made Metal Blade, like, super OP in this game. It could fire in 8 directions, it does decent damage, so I can kind of see why everybody uses it.
Get equipped with... wait for it.
Weight loss? He's looking a little chubby there.
Bubble Lead or Bubble Lead?
I believe it's Bubble Liad. It's French.
Fucking homonyms.
And He-Man is like, insert here.
Alright, moving on to Mascara Man.
And of course, the other thing we all know Mega Man 2 from is that Dwayne and Brando rap. That's pretty much what I'm familiar with when it comes to Mega Man 2.
Dwayne and Brando, the Megas, basically all through Meta Man stage, I was just like, either hearing the rap or the Megas theme.
Yeah, there have been so many remixes of Mega Man 2 music, especially the ones near the end of the game. It's kind of nuts. I mean, the music is great. I'm not going to deny that, but at the same time, I really can't understand why everybody... This is like your first remix project. I guess if they outlined this in the course, alright, it's OC Remix 101. Remix, this is your homework, remix the following Mega Man 2 tracks.
I have no idea why these fire-breathing wolves are in Woodsman's stage. It doesn't really seem thematically appropriate, but what do I know? I'm just here talking over other people's work.
Also, these things can't shoot straight. It's always in like a little curve, so anybody could take advantage of it. That's smart.
Oh, Wiley's just showing off, though.
He's got a few extra cats he had lying around. Put him in Woodman stage, I guess. So, what is the, you know, like, carbon dating? Like, how many rings depends on, like, if you cut in a tree and you get, like, how many rings, you can determine how old it is. How old is this stage?
You're asking me to utilize science in a Let's Play here? I think you're going to be sorely disappointed, mate.
Yeah, that's true. We don't have any actual skills. That's why we do this.
I'm seeing waves more than, like, rings here, gotta be honest.
That's true. You just color it blue and it could be a Ocean Man stage. I don't know.
What is an orangutan or some shit doing in the woods instead of the jungle? That doesn't seem right. I've watched a lot of National Geographic.
I'm pretty sure Dr. Wily hasn't, you know? Like, he just builds a robot. He's like, fuck it, what's near trees? Ticks? Do we have tick monsters? Let's get some of those.
You'll see that tiny birds come out of the eggs if you allow them to drop to the floor. For some reason, when I destroyed the bird, the egg kind of died of sadness.
It's just like real life, yeah. At least he's accurate. Oh, well, that was effective.
Goofy. Very goofy enemy design, the purple rabbit.
And I'm just wondering why Dr. Wily didn't give all of his robots OP weapons like Metal Blade. Like, maybe Woodman gets, like, I don't know, he fires, like, wood projectiles in 8 directions as well. I'm not sure how that would work.
Well, Wood Shield can work as a projectile.
Well, yeah, that's true, but, at least, it seems to be more useful in Smash than, in this game, whereas most people tend not to bother with the shield weapons, so I've heard.
For some reason, these guys not affected by Metal Blade. You gotta use the Mega Buster.
I always love when you jump in and then it just freezes and it slides into the next room.
Like, I'm not a classic Mega Man fan, obviously. I didn't grow up with the game, but I can't help but do that every time I go into a boss corridor.
Well, I mean, I've done that in every Mega Man game that allows me to do that. Unfortunately, not in Battle Network, which is one of its weaknesses.
Woodman also weak to atomic fire, but we won't be getting that weapon for a long time.
Well, to be fair, Wood is technically weak to metal blades anyway, when you think about it, so...
Bloop.
Also, Woodman did not have a great design. I know Dr. Wily isn't exactly a classic robot designer, but at the same point, I wouldn't make a Woodman like a fat bastard like he was. You want him to be more agile.
Yeah. Just make an Ent, really. That's all you need.
Here we go. Let's all get this out of the way. Well, since you did, this is post-commentary, we can thus safely assume you have in fact beaten Airman.
No, the playthrough actually ends here. The other 2 videos are just a ruse, a sweet, sweet lie, a trickery, a falsehood.
Yeah, the other 2 videos turned into a spontaneous podcast.
No, it's like episode commentaries of the Mega Man TV show instead.
I would do more of those if it was easy for people to get access to that. But really, the Mega Man cartoon, it's not that great. Like,
I would do more if it didn't make me retch, just the sight of it, really.
Yeah, if you thought Lineman was bad, you haven't seen the episode where they summon a genie and fight a dragon. No, I am not exaggerating.
Oh my god, I thought the Lion Man was bad, Jesus Christ.
Oh man, talk about dropping the ball.
So, platforms suspended over bottomless pits. Had my fill of this in, I think it was Iceman stage in the first game. Sadly, there's no, like, magnet weapon thingy to draw the platforms closer to you, so you gotta use good old-fashioned timing here.
Yeah, I hate it when my robots are built without legs. Then you can ride on their legs.
I don't think the platforms are sentient here.
Well, I don't know. You never know. I mean, they create, like, wacky, crazy enemies all over in Mega Man. You can't really assume.
The clouds are actually covering up their faces. The top half is like fully sentient, the bottom half is just doomed to go in a cycle.
Didn't Sonic do this once?
Yeah, a little bit of flying battery, although Sonic and Knuckles came out much later.
Oh, those platforms look really unhappy. I don't want to be a fucking platform, this sucks.
I really hope Mega Man doesn't walk on me. Oh, fuck!
Oh, fuck. Oh, here he comes, another asshole.
There is one, like, upside, positive moment to allowing the eggs to hit the ground and all the birds to come out. Really good to just, like, get loads of pickups and the like by destroying all the mini-birds.
I don't even know where these things go when they vanish. I don't even know where they got horns from, like... Again, you know, some of these I just like, did this really belong in an air-themed stage? Angry platforms?
Angry Birds, the origin.
Yeah, there we go.
They're upping the trickery now by having the birds fly through the clouds.
It actually turns out at the end of this stage is Cotton Candy Man.
Ooh, nice. Weird how you see, like, Proto-Airman on the way to Airman himself.
Yeah, it was the early model. We had to give him a job anyway, so he's like the mall cop at the stage.
Well, let's do this. Let's see if we can actually be Airman.
Well, there's only a minute or so left, so you better make it quick.
Alright, rev up that health bar, let's do this. You gotta jump in between these little sequences here. Sometimes it just gives me ones that I cannot jump through, so just weather it, you get it? You know, weather it. Oh shit, my leaf jammed your fan. Dead.
Wow, that was pretty unimpressive.
The sound effects, they're still going!
Tornadoes are still going. Are we free? Are we free? Even up there it was spinning.
Nice.
Yeah, but he wore white after Labor Day, and I'm not really sure about that. Good job, Mega Man.
Oh wow, item 2! I've always wanted an item 2. Actually, I have no idea what item 2 does, but hopefully it will come in handy later on.
That's awesome.
Okay guys, we'll see you next time when we take out the rest of the Robot Masters. See you then.